Hello and welcome to Sheba online classes. Today standard 6 I will be taking poem, that is unit 3 poem. Like unit 3 prose, what we studied about? We studied about spices, no? How Mani and Selvi had they get to know about spices. Same thing here is another one thing about spices only. So what is this? The name of the poem, see the I Dream of Spices. Okay, now here who is written? The poet is Raj Arumugam. He is an Indian. Written about spices. Okay, now I'll read the poem and I'll explain to you. Alright. My mother would say, little boy Raj, go to Muthu's and get some cinnamon, betel leaves and ginger and garlic. And so I go to the shops, singing all the way. And when Muthu asked me what I'd want, I rattle off a list. Sesame seeds, onions, tomatoes and pickles. And back home, mother twists my ears. Ouch, he says. That's all. So this is one small, very small poem. I explain this to you. Now he is dreaming of what? Spices. What is his mind in completely about cinnamon, about somewhere he's learnt about all this. Just now you showed no, like what knowledge he's learnt about spices, about this and all that. So that is only he's dreaming about spices only. What mother said, he has not got anything about that. Okay, now see that mother says, Raj, come here, Raj. Go to the Muthu shop. Muthu is the name of that shopkeeper. Okay, go to the Muthu shop and buy these things and come. So what are the things she told her? Cinnamon. Cinnamon means what? Patta, long patta, no, that cinnamon. Patta is called cinnamon. Cinnamon, betel leaves. What's betel leaves? Vettala. So betel leaves, ginger and garlic. That you know, no? Ginger and garlic. She told her she told Raj to bring 4 items. What he did? Then he went to the shop. He was in a very dreamy world somewhere. He was singing and dancing all the way to the Muthu's shop. And when Muthu asked him what you want, when he asked, what he said? Totally different. He forgot everything. What my mother told list, I forgot everything. No. Then simply he bought something and came. What he bought? Sesame seeds, onions, tomatoes and pickles. Nothing what his mother asked, nothing. She asked for cinnamon, betel leaves, ginger and garlic, and he went and bought what? Sesame seeds. What is sesame seeds? Till it's called, till. Okay, sesame seeds, yell. That's called sesame seed. Then onions, tomatoes and pickles. Nothing of this mother asked, no. He forgot everything, forgot the list, and he brought whatever, something nonsense he brought and came. And what he came, when he came back home, what happened? Mother came, twisted his ears. Mother twists my ears, and what's a sound he made? Ouch, that's all. So this is one very simple poem. So here one, that is a poetic device, last line. Mother twist my ears. I'll tell you about a new poetic device, that is alliteration. It's not poetic device or also known as figure of speech. This is something new to you, you would not have heard about this. See, figure of speech means there are so many simile, metaphor, personification and so on thing. Now here in this poem what they've used is last line, mother twist. See the mother twist my ears. Twist my ears. Okay. Now here what is it? What is the figure of speech used is alliteration. Okay, alliteration. Alliteration, okay, that is the thing used. What is alliteration means? The starting letter, see this letter, M is used. Anywhere else it's used? Here, M. So if the letter is repeated once, twice, thrice like that is known as alliteration. They will tell you, they'll give this line, mother twist my ears. She'll give this line will be given to you. They'll say identify the figure of speech or identify the poetic device used in this line. If that is asked means what should you do is here the poetic device used is alliteration and you must pick out that letter M. Letter M is alliterated. Okay, the M is alliteration. Okay, so this is the answer for this. So M is if any more times it is repeated, no, all these words you must write. M is equal to write the mother and my comma. You understood this? So this is the only thing given here is alliteration, figure of speech. Okay. So nothing else is very big about this. So that's all this is. So go to the question answers, book back exercise question answers, answer all the questions. So very simple poem, anybody can answer it. So with this, continue with the next, we will do with this grammar, little bit of grammar. Okay, in your book back exercise there are some grammar parts also, we'll just go through it. Okay, now what has been asked is for you it is explain kinds of nouns. Kinds of noun, what are the different types of nouns? See, the nouns are common noun, proper noun, common noun, and then noun plural, noun phrase. Okay, these are the simple things what is used for in your book to explain. Now this is common noun. What is common noun? Okay, first of all, what is a noun? Noun is a name of a that is words describing that is name of a person, place, isn't it? That's what things. Okay, that is in noun itself there are two parts, that is common noun, proper noun. Proper noun means what? Name of a person, that is your name, my name, name of countries, rivers, oceans, these are known as proper nouns. Okay, so that is name of persons and places, that is proper noun. Now what is common noun? Commonly found, whatever is around your place. Okay, in your house, what you got? TV, then you got the telephone, phone, mobile phone, then you got table, chairs, furniture, whatever around you. Then that playground, that is the place, the playground, house, dining room, your house totally. Okay, so like that, fan, table, light, all these are commonly found things are known as common nouns. Okay, so next is what we are going to learn about noun plural. What is in singular plural? You have heard of singular plural, that also is known, this is only known as noun plural. Okay, that is what is singular for boy means boys, s we are adding. Okay, s. The next is what? Box, boxes, es we are adding. So like that there are so many for plural, singular plural. Okay, so that also is known as noun plural. In your book it is written like that. Okay, the next we come to noun phrase. What is a noun phrase? See the page number, they have given a pictorial way, that is what is given here, page number 143. Can you see it here? Page number 143. See about the plural noun, then the plurals, and then this is a noun phrase. Now what is a noun phrase? A tall building, a long sharp beak. Who has got long sharp beak? The crane. A long sharp beak. So explaining, it is describing. They are not telling you describing, not telling you about adjectives. This is a sentence. Okay, so a tall building like that. So this is known as noun phrases, and these are the whatever we have taken, whatever is given in your book as grammar. And the next we come to, see there is another one vocabulary known as one in 142, page number 142, adding e, r, o, r. Okay, now for example, say teacher. What is given here? Teacher is given. Teach. A person who teaches is known as teacher. What will you put? er, isn't it? Okay, now next is carpenter. Carpenter, that end word is or or er. It comes as er, carpenter, like that. Some words are there which you have to know which one to put or, when to put er. So there are the page number 142, there are words given there in vocabulary, e Roman number, that is buy, buyer, user, sailor, sail also see, sail, see sail. Who sailed from which country? Christopher Columbus sailed to, where did he sail to? South America, thinking it is so he is known as a sailor. Okay, that is those who sail by ship is known as sailors. So sailor, er, you have to put er or or. Here you have to put or, sailor. So accordingly you must see sailor. Next is what? Operator. What will come? Foreigner, baker, writer, governor. So all the others will come as er. Governor will take up or only. Governor will take up or. Actor also will take up or. So some words will take up or, some words will take up er, or some will only add just r only must add, because everything will be given the greater. Okay, understood? So these are the words which you have to use. Okay. Next I will explain to you about page number 145 in your book. See the little green chili, that is here there is one, you have to match it, the jumbled words, you can jumbled, the first the italic, that is the dark letters, it's all jumbled up. So you have to write it in proper sentence. Okay, so the first one was given there, green little the chili. and what's given here? Was very hot. So how to write it? See there, the little green chilli. So I have written like this, was very hot. Now next one you see, sailors many brave, sailors many brave. You have to write it in a proper way. So what will you write? Many brave sailors. Okay, so the center of sentence, try to find a sea route to India. So here there are 3 more given to you. You have to do it for homework. Okay, so this you have to write it properly and see whether that is matching with this, the sentence. So you must write it properly. Only if you write it properly only, this sentence will make sense. Otherwise you will not be able to understand what is this, what is that. Okay, understood that? Write this properly. And next we come to here. See that this part here, there is a describing. Now just now I told you about noun phrases. What is noun phrase? That is a small short sentence describing words. Okay, noun phrase known as describing words. Okay, now that how will you write? See, there is an example given to you, page number 144. Here, red hot chili, everything is given here, all the describing words are given here. You have to pick out and accordingly you have to label it here. Okay, so first one is given to you, red hot chili. See, red is given here, hot is given there, chili is given. So you must pick out everything and under each picture you have to write it down, okay, properly. Now I'll tell another one. See here, this tiger is given here. You can see the tigers here. Now what will you give there? Accordingly, what is given here means cute tiger cubs. So I have taken cute from here, then tiger is here, cubs are here. So I took out cute tiger cubs, I have write it here under this tiger. Okay, so this again is a homework for you. Hope you understood this. And then fill up all the book back exercise. Okay, whatever book back exercise you've got, after you read the lesson once, I have given you the explanation, but even then what should you do? Prose and the poetry, read it once and then fill up all the book back exercise. Only then you will learn. Then and there, that day itself. So today I have taken a poem, no? So this day itself, after you finish the video class, take your poem, read it once, and then answer all the book back. Each and every question you will be able to answer it properly. Okay, because we just leave it, lapse it, that is, don't, tomorrow I'll do it, tomorrow. We keep on doing that. No, you will forget. You forget the explanation. So then and there you study. Every lesson after we take the video class, immediately you must study. Then only it will be retained in your mind. Okay, you can memorize it. Understood that? So hope you listen to this explanation, learn the poem properly. Okay, thank you.